And it says we are live. Welcome, welcome. I already see some people over in the chat. Good to see you. Give me a little shout out and let me know if my sound is coming through okay. I never quite know where to set this microphone so that it is not in the way of me using my hands right here to show you stuff and typing on my keyboard as I show you how I research stuff. If this is your first time watching, I go through some of the things that I have bought during the week and actually do the research to see what they are worth and how I will list them on the spot right here. You can see how I do it. So I got a couple people over in the chat already. Welcome, everyone. It is a very hot day here in Las Vegas. I did a bad thing. I did a really bad thing. As you know, I think I talked about it. I can never remember when I talk about things, if it was on a video or if it was in my last week's show. Thank you, Debbie. Debbie says, sounds good. Shrey says, I need new glasses so bad. Is it Shay? Shay. There's no R there. I was seeing an R because it was blurry from this. Anyway, sorry about that. I butcher names. It's what I do. So I did the mystery box unloading of my car a couple weeks ago. And then I got another load last either Sunday or Monday night. It might have been Sunday night. Yeah, it was Sunday night. So I think I did talk about it last week. So I have been meaning to video my unloading unboxing of all that again, and I never quite got the timing right, and because I needed to do it in an evening because the shade is on that side of the house and it would have worked. And I drove around with that stuff in my car for a week. I'm embarrassed to say it, but I did. I drove around with it for a week. But then I realized today I needed to go buy some sod for my tortoise pens. And I'm like, I've got to get this stuff out of my car. So I set up and I'm like, okay, I'm going to film. And I actually just about cooked my phone, which is my camera. It got overheated, shut down. I didn't realize it until I'd already, done a bunch of stuff. So I had to go back and talk about it. And it was like, whew, but I got it done. But it meant I was out in the sun for a goodly amount of time this morning. And I just feel like whopped. Like, yeah, hot. Hi, Joni. Good afternoon to you too. So I did finally get that videoed, and I will be uploading that probably not tomorrow, probably Wednesday. So Wednesday, you'll be able to see that. Tomorrow, you will see the video of the stuff that's sold and that I shipped out today. So kind of getting into a little rhythm with things there. So yeah. And then I got several requests to video my actually making one of my flower arrangements in like the vintage teapots and things that I do. So I'm going to squeeze that in there somewhere too. And then coming up, not next weekend, but the weekend after, is it the weekend after? Oh, hold on. I have to look at my calendar. Hold on. 1, 2. Yeah. So, 3 weeks from today, when I do this show, I will be in California with my daughter and my 5 grandchildren. So that's going to be super exciting. We are going to spend a weekend of yard sailing, which I haven't done in forever, and thrift shopping and all those fun things. So that's coming up. But you came here to see some stuff, right? So I need to show you some stuff. I first wanted to give an update on the music box that you might have seen me post about over on the Niche to Profit Facebook group. So this is the culprit. Oh, let me get this camera right. So she sent it back. Now, I'm pretty sure it's the same one. I've compared the pictures and all of that. Now you will note that nowhere on this piece does it say the name of the song, right? We knew it was Impossible Dream because we played it. We tested it. And when I say we, I have a lady who helps me list things. So we absolutely know that this piece was working. And here's the other clincher. Let me, I thought I had pulled up the message of this. Maybe I didn't. That's weird. I thought I was going to show you the message. So here's the problem I'm having. The woman made an offer. I slept on it because it wasn't a real good offer. And in the morning, I accepted that offer. She came back and asked me to cancel it because she didn't know that the offer was still valid and was surprised to see that it was accepted, blah, blah, blah. So before I even had a chance to go over and cancel, which I was actually happy to do at that point because I took $30 for a $50 music box. This is not a piece that I needed to go down that much. I don't know what I was thinking. So I was happy to cancel, but when I went to cancel, I saw she had paid. So I messaged her back and I said, I'm a little confused. If you wanted to cancel it, why did you pay? She says, oh, I found room for it now. Go ahead and send it. Well, I sent it, but I had heebie-jeebies about sending. I knew there was going to be something. Just my gut told me this was not going to be a good transaction. And sure enough, almost like immediately upon delivery, she was already messaging me that it was defective and that she wanted to return it. Now, I did not take video playing it. I wish I had in my shipping video. Darn it. I wish I had, because that would have been great. But what I did do is take a picture of the bottom. Now, if you look at the bottom, and if I line this up exactly the same, you can see that knob is not in the same position anymore, which means she wound it. She overwound it. Now, I don't know if that will have any clout with eBay, but I do have some photographic proof that she altered it. She broke it. This stuff just makes me, I get it. I tell you guys, take returns, deal with the returns, everything, but this stuff really does make me angry. I don't like people to get away with stuff like this. And also now it feels like one of the flowers may have gotten chipped as well. And I've got to wonder, was that like that? But it's the same piece. I don't think, oh yeah, see my lister should have taken a close-up of those flowers. Should have done it. She didn't do it. That's on me. Okay. But the winder has definitely been wound after these pictures were taken. So, hi. Well, Felix, I appreciate that. So let me get back on the screen here. He says, I'm spending too much time on this music box. Just write off as a loss and move on. Now, you know what? Normally I would say that. I have given that advice many times, but there's a point at which we continue to let this stuff slide without causing a little bit of a fuss about it. With eBay, the only way things are going to change is if we bring things like this to their attention. And if I didn't have some photographic proof, I wouldn't do that. But I am going to battle this one out just a bit, and I'm working with Jordan Sweetnam on these unique items that people do this stuff on to try to hopefully curb some of this bad behavior. Wasting my time with eBay, they will make you take it back even if you have a no return policy. That is correct. But that is something that I'm vocalizing with them and working with the executives on how do we fix some of this in the categories where it gets abused. So that's my point of battling this a little bit. Otherwise, yeah, I totally agree. You have to see what the time you're spending on it is worth. I absolutely agree with that. And on most things, I just take it back and we don't. This lady rubbed me the wrong way, only just because the way this whole transaction went down, where I didn't feel I could cancel that transaction when the red flags went up. And that's really the point. I should have had the ability to cancel that transaction without worrying about it harming my business reputation. So that's one of my things I'm speaking with them on. So yeah. And I'm sure many of you have had similar incidents happen. So please, if you're watching this on the replay and you have a circumstance that is similar where you felt like you should have canceled it, but were afraid of the defect, or you had, a damaged piece come back to you, leave that in the comments, because I'm going to make sure those get pointed out to Jordan. All right. Yeah. We'll move on to fun stuff now. Let's see. I had some interesting sales. Here we go. Got to hide so you don't see the customer information. So these are they're coffee tokens or wooden nickels, and they are from the old Sambo's restaurant. Now, I can pretty much tell you I understand why these sold over the last couple days, and the reason I wanted to bring this up is because if you have anything that is considered Black memorabilia or Black Americana, there are new policies in place now that listings are getting taken down. eBay has become very strict on what is acceptable and what is not. And I personally think that is a very, very slippery slope for eBay to take, because we are in an age where everybody can be offended by something. I think they could get a little stricter on which category these types of things go in, so that if you're not interested in things in that category, you're not exposed to it, perhaps like they do with the adult items. But I think when they're micromanaging what people are offended by, we're going to get in trouble. Question was, will you do business with this buyer again after this? Just wondering. I'm not an online seller yet. I never turned down a sale. I get it. I get the blocked buyer list. This buyer actually sent me her phone number. So I'm suspecting maybe she wasn't the one who overwound it. Maybe she had a kid or a husband open it and cranked it. And, so I would probably, if she wanted to buy from me, but you know what I wouldn't do? I wouldn't take a low offer. I wouldn't do that again from this buyer. Next time they want something of mine, they're going to pay. Yeah. You and I know that eBay will never change. We've been at it for decades. Not worth your health. Go outside and enjoy the heat. I'm going to the Cosmo on this trip. I disagree, Felix. I have seen eBay make changes. I have seen this new openness again with the executives. I've worked really closely with eBay over the years, and they have made changes. They do listen. They want to listen. There was some bad stuff over the last 5 years or so going on. I made a whole video about it. If you guys want to go watch the eBay scandal video, that is not the over 10,000 employees as a whole. But you've got to remember, eBay is a large corporation. They are not going to make changes that, are specific for me or specific for you. They're going to do what is in the corporate best interest. How do they know if something's in the corporate best interest? It's a numbers thing. They have to see examples. This is why I say if you have examples of things, specifics they can look at so they can see patterns of things, that is what exacts change. I don't have the feeling that eBay will never change. Like, I love that eBay is incredibly huge and powerful marketplace that brings me tens of thousands of eyeballs onto the things that I'm selling. And I can run a business without having to manage that whole end of website development and management that eBay does for me. So, yeah. That's a good question. I have not really kept track of what Etsy's doing. If anybody knows the answer to that question, I would be interested to know that as well. What is it Etsy doing about that? Yeah. I'm not a huge Etsy fan. I'm just not. I do sell on Etsy. I cross-post over to Etsy using my List Perfectly software. And I get a few sales there. Nothing to write home about. But I know I also don't focus my attention there as well. And I don't have as many listings there. So eBay's my mainstay because that's where the money is. I can't deny the numbers are, if I have to focus in one place, eBay gives me the most bang for my buck. I can't let go of eBay to focus attention on a site that historically has never resulted in the amount of sales that eBay has. Okay, this is a fun little baby that I get to package up today. It is an obelisk. It's a marble veneer. So it's heavy, but it's not monstrously heavy. It's going to be fun because it's big. These pictures are really crappy too. I'm looking at these pictures going, wow, how did this get listed? So yeah, this one I'm packaging up today. So in a couple days, I'll have that video up and you can watch how I managed. I did take a best offer. Actually, I made the offer to Watcher for $59.99. Only because I've had this listed for a while and it needed to go. It was time. It was time. And that's kind of how I determine, the offers that I take. If it's been listed for more than a couple of months, go. Give me an offer. Remember, it's the fish on the hook. You want to reel it in. They're toying around with the bait. Give them the bait. Really good. Make an offer they can't refuse. So, okay. Joni says nothing has been said yet by Etsy. They're probably watching to see how it affects eBay. These big corporations are going, ooh, what are they doing over there? Ooh, what are they doing over there? And like, ooh, that's going on. Come on. They gotta see what the numbers show. What does it do to the stock? That's what they're really looking at. What is the stock market doing? Yeah. So I like and prefer best offer selling sites. Etsy doesn't do that. Yeah, that's true too. That is one of the advantages of eBay is, I'm telling you, not just the best offer, which I've always done really well with. It is that offer to watchers. That's phenomenal. If you guys aren't doing that on a daily basis, I hit that twice a day at least, morning and night. The reason I don't let it sit is because somebody was just over there looking and interested. I want to hit them while they're still interested. Okay. They took the time to put it on their watch list. Now, the poshers are probably getting savvy to the fact that we're going to make them an offer now, just like they do on Poshmark. If you like an item, you're going to get a special deal from that seller at some point. It may not happen right away, but it's going to happen. And I suspect that's why eBay incorporated this. And I think it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Like, yeah, I love it. I love it. I do so many sales that way. Yep. Nobody beats eBay. Nobody eats. Nobody. I saw your cat and I thought eats. Nobody beats eBay. You are correct. Not happening. And I think it's going to get even more powerful. I just signed up for this today. I hope you are signed up for the eBay partner program, which is basically their affiliate program. So one, have a Facebook page for your business. Okay. Start posting your listings over and don't just do it like a directly. There needs to be some organization to it, or nobody's going to want to like and watch your page. But you do this, you drive traffic to eBay, you're going to get back a couple percent of the sale, which that's huge. That's huge. Okay. Are the vintage black rag dolls still okay to post? What about the African man bust? See, and this is where the policy is muddy. They aren't being very clear about what is or isn't offensive. This is why I have a problem with it. You know, I always understood from years and years ago that the people who were actually buying and collecting these things were the Black community. It is the history. It is, and it's a celebration that history no longer exists. So it's just that a different way to look at things, different, you know, and right now we're just in I'm offended mode. And I don't think that's okay. I think we have to look at things and decide, you know, is this really offensive? Does this really portray a race in a bad light? I mean, and you're talking to somebody, I grew up on Polak jokes, okay? Polish, maiden name was Racewitz, okay? Everybody knew I was Polish. The Polish jokes abounded. I was called stupid because of my race. So I get it a little bit, all right? I get it. They're all being idiots about this. That's because it's political. It's a political and it's a stockholder thing. And anytime you get politics involved, things get ugly. Yeah. When you list and put best offer, what kind of numbers do you put in the minimum box? It depends on the item. So I generally have a strategy of, let's say, one of my main numbers I list at is $29.99. So if it's something that I think should sell in the $20 range, and I'm not like, you know, $29.99 doesn't send it way out of whack, I will put it at $29.99 and then put the minimum at $19.99. So anywhere in there, an offer would be accepted. So it's just going to depend on your strategy. Now, I have some things listed at $149.99 that I've got the low set at $125. So it's going to be dependent on what the item is, how much you can take, or not how much how much you can raise that price up a little bit to take those offers. Because some things I only come down $5. I mean, if I know it's an item that's going to sell pretty much close to what I listed it for, I'm not going to come down as much. So it's on a case-by-case basis that I do that. Yeah, Poshmark sends email offers. They do a lot of marketing that eBay doesn't do. eBay always gave us the control over that marketing with our stores, but they've stripped it so much that it's no longer worth doing. I used to do it all the time. I had a newsletter. I did, you know, but they never got with the program of helping us with the make the subject lines juicier and fine tuning it. Like, eBay just never, ever really embraced that as well as they could have. And my older teachings will go, yeah, this is your store, branding and marketing of your own store. It was more like a Shopify experience. eBay stripped so much of that away from us, making it not worth the time and effort. Like, if you're going to put the time and effort in, I say, go build a Shopify store, you know, and don't give eBay 11, 12% and give PayPal 3%. You know, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. So, all right. Let's see what, oh, this was another fun item that I sold. Here, I'll just go there. This is, here, whoops, I went up a little too far. There we go. This is Scrooge McDuck inside this lucite. It's a money bag. It was really hard to get really good pictures, but you can see him in there. And you can see that it is signed and numbered. It was number 83 of only 500. There we go. You can see I listed it for $195 and I took $150. Actually, $145. I took $145 on this item and it's already out the door to a very, very happy customer, I am sure, because it's a rare item. Whoops. Trying to, oh, that was hilarious. Did you just see my little mouse thing going? Because I was over here on my broadcasting screen trying to, never mind. I was seeing the little mouse cursor wrong. Oh, I told you, it's hot today. All right, so those were a couple items of note. I've got a couple bidding wars going on right now, which is really fun as well. Oh, now that's weird too, because I just lost all of my comments. Oh, where'd you guys all go? Oh, I hate software. Oh, here we go. So he says, I leave those best offer boxes empty. That way I'll decide. Otherwise, you might lose a sale because of $1. Yeah, and my theory on that is I don't want somebody to change their mind. I want it sold and paid for, like when I wake up in the morning. So if it's a good price, I'm gonna accept it, and that makes the customer happy too. I tend to not use the auto decline. I tried it for a while. It didn't really make a difference. I don't get too many ridiculous lowball offers, although I do get some. Yeah. I love that lately eBay has been advertising like crazy everywhere, TV and all over social media. Yes, they do have a campaign going, which is awesome. Really calling us the home of small business, which is true. Like we all have a small business on eBay. That's amazing. Okay, let's see. Oh, let me move you, little music box. You are now just in the way. And if anybody knows how to fix an overwound music box, let me know, because there's 3 little screws and I'm tempted to open it up and see if I can do something on the inside of there. I'm still mad about that one. All right. I gotta just stay grumpy for a little while. Okay. I found this cool little guy. This is, the price tag got taken off of it. Okay. I think I paid $5.99 for it. It is a Buffalo cutting board, which is a really cool thing. I think it's missing one of its little, the things that goes on the counter. Shouldn't affect it too much. So let's look up and see what this little baby's worth. So I don't know who done it. Let's go here. And so all I know about it right now is it's a Buffalo cutting board. And, you know, I always sort by highest first. I don't care what the low ones went for. We've only got 39 results, so it's not going to be too many here. Where's my Buffalo? It's kind of... No, that's more detailed. Okay, so I'm not finding the one that I have, which is interesting. I will search sold items. Only 4 solds. So somebody asked me the other day that, like, do you ever use Terapeak or WorthPoint? So yes, a little bit, sometimes not a whole bunch. I make my decisions mostly on the information that's currently listed and recently sold. But just for fun, I thought we would go over and try it. No, I'm not going to put the music box in the trash. It still has value. It's a Joseph Originals. Come on. I just have to relist it and say that it's overwhelmed. Okay, buffalo cutting board. Now we want more than 30 days because obviously we already looked at the last 90 days. That's what's a little redundant about Terapeak. And if you don't know, you get to this, it's up in one of your tabs. It says research. So I'm not going to put any filters in at the moment. I just want to see. That's it. Nothing. There's a bamboo one. Sold for $5. That was probably a good buy. And you got to remember that not every result means that that was a correct valuation by that seller. So none sold in the last year that look like mine. Now I'll go back over here and kind of look and see if there's anything remotely similar that has sold and not. I wonder if somebody would have called it a bison. And yeah, no. I mean, I was trying to be like terminology correct here. Yeah, not happening. Cheese board. But what I'm seeing is that probably $29.99 is not going to be so far-fetched. And that's how I make the decision. I know what I paid. I can see it's not one of these real high-end ones. And then we got these here. Lots of them over $50 when I say buffalo cutting board. So $29.99 is not going to downgrade me in search. I've got this one that isn't even, I mean, it's close, but not quite. Like, this is too skinny right here. Come on, how are you supposed to cut anything? So yeah, so $29.99 it is. So yeah. All right. All right. This came from the antique mall. Ooh, and I have my receipt right here so I can remember what I paid for stuff. And I'm telling you, everything was on sale. It was so cool. Where? It's a 2-pager. No, where is he? Why is my crab not on here? So he's a trivet. Let's see. Oh, here he is. Metal crab. He was $5.55. How can I say no to a crab trivet for $5.55? Well, let's see if I made a good buy. Let's go back over. So all I know about it, it is a crab trivet. Now I'm not going to put metal in yet because yeah, we're good. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's not a hermit crab. Why is somebody putting hermit crab on there? So not a hermit crab. So I can see there's some goodly priced ones. So I'm going to go right over to Solds. $19.99. I was thinking he's probably $19.99 when I bought him. Yep, that's probably what I'm going to list him at. Now I can't find the exact one. So I might actually list him. Here's how I do the strategy. So I expect him to sell around $19.99. So I will price him probably at $24.99. I don't think I can do $29.99 and get too much action on him. But then you never know. Here's the thing. Test it. I can list him at $29.99, and if nothing happens, I can always lower the price. Okay? Can't go up. You can always go down. I'm just double checking that if he doesn't have any maker mark or anything. He's just a cute crab. Then I got, let's do this. Okay, this is one of those. I wasn't watching real close. And again, did I mention I need new glasses? Because I completely missed this. Try a watch clock repair shop for the music box. Yeah, but the problem is that I'm going to put more investment into it. Any place like that's probably going to charge me at least 20 or 30 bucks to fix it. So I'm kind of at this point, a do-it-yourselfer on it. And if I can't do it easily, I'm just going to sell it as is. So this is a Sasha Brastoff or Sasha B. And I'm trying to remember, there's something about the signatures. If they're Sasha B, it's one thing. And if it says the Sasha Brastoff spelled out, it's actually Sasha Brastoff himself. I think it's a him. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And I think the Sasha B is the studio. It's his students that learned to make the things and paint in the style of. But this is pretty chippy, and I didn't realize it had all the chippies. All I saw was the pretty colors, and that it was only $9.99, which seemed like a really good price, but it's chippy. So I'm probably going to run this on an auction and go $9.99. Okay, so Stella just asked, why can't you go up? Well, because if you sell it at a certain price, you never will know if you could have gone up and gotten higher is what I mean by that. So, I mean, yeah, you can revise a listing and list it higher, but if it didn't list at the lower price, you have to really look and see, is that the marketing strategy? There are pieces you can raise the price and have it sell. And I've preached that for a lot of times. If you list something too cheap, people think there's something wrong with it. So when I say that, it's because you have it too far under market value. But if you are at market value and you're a little on the high side, you can get the offers and do that strategy. But if you start low and somebody grabs it, you never have the opportunity to go higher. So I just want to clarify that. Okay, Felix, you're funny. Leave my music box alone now. Okay, so let's just go look up some Sasha B. Sasha B. Oops, get up to the top there. Sasha B, and it's an ashtray. I know it's an ashtray because it's got the little ridges down here at the bottom to hold the cigarette. So we got $22.99. Ooh, I like that peacock. That's kind of pretty right there. So let's go over to solds. Gosh, I feel like eBay is not giving me all of my results today. Did I spell it wrong? Oh, that's because I spelled it wrong. That's why. All right. So you can see Sasha B does really well. These are large pieces. Blue enamel. There's a rooster. Well, that's funky. And so not finding, this is an Asian motif with the pagodas and the cherry trees. They do a wide variety of stuff. So my thought process when I paid $10 for this is that I could list it at $29.99. But with the chips, I now believe that I'm going to list it at what I paid for it and try to get my money back. So, and I should. You can see stuff sells. Oh, look at that peacock. That was a good, like 99 cents. People are still doing 99-cent auctions out there. It kind of blows my mind. I haven't done it in a long time, but I will source off of eBay if a seller is running a lot of things that I'm interested in and they've all started at like that low price, because I want to combine shipping. I don't want to pay, like that would have been $10 shipping plus it would have been $11, which is for that piece probably still okay because it's a peacock. Peacocks are, we're gonna talk about peacocks in a minute. But now let's say that seller, I mean, you want to play with that, you guys? I'll go over there and peacocks are me. I love peacocks. I used to have them. Do you know they're really loud? Just saying. They scream. Okay. So let's just take my little theory here. Oh, I guess I have to share my screen again. So I'm going to go over to this listing, and I don't know who this seller is, but you can see sellers, other items. And now they've only got 8 items currently listed. Looks like they specialize in some comic books here. But I'm just going to go back when that peacock listing happened. You can see, so they had a Rose Lane pottery. This one had free shipping. They're going to lose money on this. Oh, I want to help this seller. I feel bad when I see this. They're getting some bad advice somewhere. Number one, auctions, even if you do free shipping on your fixed price, you don't need to do it on auctions. You can charge shipping on auctions. The other thing is, don't start your item at such a low price that you're going to lose money if you do free shipping. So ouch on that one. But so they had, so I totally would have bid on that. I would have bid on the Sasha. I would have bid on this. So $9.99 was $16. So in combining shipping, oh, look, oh, see, now this one, they got a little bidding war going. And this piece of what? Art Deco, I think that's supposed to be tassel vase by Roseville Pottery. So they did get 78 for that. So I'm happy for them. These went far too low. Now look, this Sasha went for $96. So they got a couple good prices in there. But starting these really low auctions can be a very dangerous strategy. Let's just go look. Let's go look at the Heisey fish candle holders. Now remember, they sold for $9.99. Oh, let me get out of this seller's stuff. Up. Go back. Okay. Go back up to the top. Okay. Just for giggles, let's go see. Heisey fish candle holders. These are larger. 32. See, now there's no other ones sold. And there's no other ones listed. I probably would have listed those candlesticks. Actually, let me hang on one second. I am going to go back to Terapeak, but I don't need to show all of my inside stuff. So there we go. So let's go see Heisey. I'm going to put Heisey glass, fish, candle holders. Okay. And we want to look in the last year and see what comes up. Of course, their listing comes up. Look at this. There haven't even been any in the last year, so they're fairly rare. Heisey is a really good name in glass. I'm going to take out the candle holder part just to see kind of some comps here. You know, the larger ones. Oh, that's because they call them dolphin. Ah, that's right. I forgot. Their little fish are actually dolphins, which has never made sense to me. There we go. There we go. Now these are a footed pair, 65. I'm just going to guess that whoever bought those could turn around and flip those candle holders for probably around $40. Could get about $40 for those. Yeah. Do you put most of your chipped pieces on auction? Yeah, if it has damage and I don't quite know how the damage is going to affect the value, I will run it at auction. Yeah, and let the end user decide. If it is a piece that doesn't sell for more than about $30 unchipped, I'm less likely to even mess with it and just take my lumps. But I have been playing with auctions and they've been doing pretty good. So in this case, I spent 10. I'm going to try to get my 10 back. It could be futile. It could be a waste of my time. I will not pay my lister to list it and then have to put any more money into it. So, you know, it's really just kind of making decisions on an individual basis of things. Hello, Mom. Mom just got here. All right. What do we have next? Pull up the screen. Okay. Oh, you know what I wanted to do real quick? I wanted to see what was currently listed on those. Now that we know it's the dolphin and not the fish. So we've got the footed. See, there's not any even listed. How did I mess those words up? Not even any listed. My dogs are getting naughty right now. Okay, guys, Chihuahuas. I'm just going to say I will not actively seek out a Chihuahua again. It's like she hears me. She just wants to be a brat and get the last word. Yeah, Chihuahuas. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay. Peanut, nobody cares. Nobody cares. She is probably barking at birds. Oh, she heard the FedEx guy dropping off an Amazon order. That's what she heard. All right. I'll give her a pass. It makes it really hard to do a live stream when your dogs are going crazy in the background. You know, it's funny too, because I took my phone and physically put it into my bedroom behind closed doors so that I would not get any calls, texts, messages going off during the show. And now FedEx drops off a package. All right. Okay. So I got these little goodies. These are vintage. And of course, they are birds. They are needlepoint. I'm pretty sure they are needlepoint. Yes, no. The backs have paper over them, but somebody did peel it away, so you can see that it's an older piece back there. I only paid $9 for the pair. And this is one of those things, like, because it's got a bird, you know. I will list them separately. I will not list them because the person who loves hummingbirds may not love whatever this guy is. What is he? Anybody know what kind of bird that is? What kind of bird? They just called it a songbird on the tag. So thanks, Ed. Yeah, it's good to be doing this again too. Ed remembers when I had my show on the Vegas Video Network. I got to tell you, my producer from that show is like really bugging me to do another show on the network. So that could be in the future. That could be in the future. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Do you encourage using a YouTube channel or setting up one? Just curious. Stella, that's going to depend on what your goals are. YouTube is like the #2 search engine. So if you can develop a niche and be listing, I mean, I would love to see somebody do a very YouTube centric selling platform for their business. Like, take a video of each item, put it up, and in the description, give a way to maybe pay for it. I don't know. I bet it could be done. I bet it could be done. It's a lot of work, though. I will tell you that much. It's a lot of work. Yes. Tri-State Picker Mom in the house. Hello. She says hello, all. Cindy Sanders Stone is in the house. Hello. Oh, is a kingfisher? Is that what he is? He's a kingfisher. Okay, thank you for that. Oh, but then I got to vote for Robin. I think the beak is too long for Robin. I think the beak's too long. Now that you say kingfisher, I could see that. Or woodpecker. It does kind of have woodpecker colors. Yeah, I could go with that too. Oh, well, let's go see what a bird needlepoint sells for. Vintage. I'm just going to put bird needlepoint first. And we've got 117 results. It's not too bad to look through. So obviously larger ones are going to sell for more money. So we can pretty much skim past those. More details, sells for more money. This is these are very similar to what this is. Only it's 4 together. Dun, 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 dun. Bird on branch. So I paid $4.50 a piece. So my thought was that I should be able to get $19.99 a piece pretty easily. I'm not, of course, finding this is really, really similar for $32.95, but that was free shipping. So this is a perfect example of something that I will list a little higher because I can't find, obviously, the exact one. So I will list this at $29.99, and I'll do each one separate. So $29.99 each, and be ready to take a best offer of anything like $19.99 or up. And that's what I'll put. I'll put that in my defaults as $19.99. So simple, plain, starts going down in price, but I don't let this affect me. I will put it up there. And because I only paid $4.50, I got a lot of room to work with in the offer department. Worst case scenario, they end up selling for, $14.99. I've still made money. Even at $9.99, I've still made money. So, but hopefully we sell them closer to the $29.99. Look at the hummingbird. People really like hummingbirds. I like hummingbirds. In fact, that reminds me, I need to go shop for I want to get a hummingbird feeder that sticks on my kitchen window because I want to see the little hummingbirds come up. I mean, I have them in my line of sight right now, but it's been so hot. I think their nectar is heating up too much and it's not as good for them. Yeah. So they haven't been visiting as much. Okay. What else did I get? I got squirrel. So this was in a booth that was 50% off. He was marked at, what was he marked at? He was marked at $12.99. So I got him for $6.50. Now, $6.50 for a stuffed animal. I have a plush store that all I sell is plush. And in that store, a realistic vintage squirrel like this, I can sell for $20 all day long. I can get $20 for this little guy. He is a company called MJC, and it says 1988, I think. It's either an 8 or a 6. When I get my new bifocals, I will let you know for sure. I'm breaking down and getting bifocals. Cannot believe it. But yeah, so I picked him up. And then, okay. I was going to try to speak a little French for you. That piece de la résistance. Is that how you say that? I know I butchered that. The best thing I found, it was crazy. So this is in the video of me in the antique mall. And I'm in this booth and I spotted these and I spent a little time looking at them and contemplating. And I walked away and then I found a 50% off sign. Ah! I couldn't get back to those fast enough. So first we have the amazing mug with the peacock on it. You can see that. The colors, I hope the colors are coming through. The colors are phenomenal. It is a blue sky Clayworks. Come on, focus. Here, I got to cover up my face for it to focus on this. Come on, focus. Oh, good gravy. Come on. There we go. That's better. All right. And it actually says Heather Gold Mink Blue Sky. It's a 2013. Not that old. Her stuff doesn't have to be that old. It's just fantastical. So the mug I picked up, it was priced at... Hold on. The mug was priced at $16. So I got the mug for $8. And the cookie jar, which I'm going to show you, was priced at $39. So I got it for $19.50. This is one of those pieces I don't want to sell. I just don't want to sell it. But I will. I'll be good. Come on. Tell me that's not fantastic. I'm not even sure which way this little head goes. There we go. Look at that. Oh, I love her so much. So I have not looked up value yet, which could determine whether it stays in my kitchen for a while or not. So let's go look. So what do we know? We know this is blue. Whoops. Sky. I'm just going to put in Blue Sky Clayworks and give you a little gander of what sells at some crazy high prices with this company. Let me go full screen on this for you. So we've got a gingerbread palace, apparently, that we want to be on the lookout for. Wowza. We don't know exactly what those sold for, but we know they sold for more than $285. So houses, Blue Sky Clayworks, houses is something to be looking for, apparently. Wow, look at that. Now, I would be drawn to picking these up, but I'm not sure that I would pay more than, $10. This tells me I could pay up to $100 for one of these babies and still make $100 profit. So we've got some coral cluster. Oh. There's the birthday cakes. We've talked about those before because I got one of those. What is that? It's pigs. I'm sorry. I have to see what this is. I wish eBay would allow us to blow up a picture right from the... Oh my goodness, check those out. Okay, that's what that is. There's so many things that eBay could do to make this experience so much easier. So we've got a rabbit with spoon. Look at the prices, you guys. No way. I have this hanging in my bathroom. This crab right here is hanging in my bathroom. Uh-oh. I might have to list that. Wow, who knew? Okay. I did not know there was a Blue Sky Clayworks nativity. That's pretty amazing. Mermaid seahorse. Wow. Check this stuff out, you guys. This is pretty cool. All right. We need to find the peacock. I wish it was up in this price range, honestly. Octopus? Oh my goodness. Wow. And the giraffe. I've seen this giraffe before. Okay, so here's another one of the crabs for 85. Yeah, I think I'm selling my crab. Wow, who knew? Who knew? That's so cool. Oh, I have this little seahorse too. I don't know what he's worth all on his own. I may get to keep him a while longer. Okay, but you can see this is definitely a brand you want to be watching for and picking up. The stuff sells for some crazy prices. I mean, look at this. Who would think that this plain little starfish would sell for $86? That just blows my mind. Kind of blows my mind. But I know what you guys are going to be on the hunt for. Oh, here's the cookie jar that goes with my amazing cake stand. I have her actually. She's still sitting behind me. I have to find a place to keep her very safe. Okay, so I'm going to go back up to the top now, and I am going to put in peacock because we're not going to go through all 1,400. So there is a teapot that matches this set. Someone sold for $30. I think that was too cheap, but it could be because they had $35 in shipping on there. Ouch. So let's go to what is available. Aha. Somebody has my cookie jar for $60. But does anybody have the mug? Cookie jar for $45. There's a mug for $15.99, but there's only one. I will probably list my mug at $19.99. Since there's only one listed, here's the strategy. So you can see me a little bit. Here's the strategy. If there's only two listed, now I don't know where this one is located. Let me take a peek. It is in Maine. Perfect. That's what I was hoping. So this one is on the East Coast. I am on the West Coast. If I price mine at $19.99, somebody on the West Coast is going to see it as cheaper to buy than if they try to buy this one from the West Coast, making them buy mine. So it's okay to come in and price your things higher if there's only one or two others listed. Don't be afraid, because the other thing that happens, this one sells, nobody else has one. Now mine's the only one available, and it's going to sell for $19.99. So that's how this works. When you have, only 9 results, it's your playground. It is your playground to do your pricing. And this is what I wish more sellers would become aware of when doing this pricing. Ignore eBay telling you that somebody has it cheaper. You hear my guinea pigs in the background. Ignore eBay's little lower the price, lower the price, lower the price. This is an occasion where I say, raise your price, raise your price, raise your price. Different seasons, this pricing on this is going to fluctuate. The demand is going to fluctuate. If it's a gift giving season, like in fourth quarter, this could get heavily sought after. The price could go up. It's like the stock market on some of this stuff, depending on the rarity and how many are out there and how many have sold. And, buyers don't tend to research solds either. They tend to look at what's available and if it's a good price for them. And if any apps are, giving them comparison of price, or if eBay is showing up a comparison in price. So if I list mine at $59.99, but my picture is on a white background and pops at the customer better, and it shows up on Google Shopping and somebody just clicks buy because they can, because that's how this game works. You do not have to be the lowest priced one out there. Yeah, I'm bad with selling things I love too and regretting it. Same. But I have this little mantra going in my head that says, there will always be more stuff. There will always be more stuff. Yeah, got to remember that. Sell the crab. I know. I probably will. I will probably sell the crab now. Yes, I will. I may wait until I'm in a place where sales are a little slower and I need the bigger money coming in. Guess he's a goner now. I know. Yes, he will be a goner now. Yeah, for sure. See, sell the crab after you've enjoyed a bit. I have enjoyed it a bit. It's over my bathtub. I have an ocean theme in my bathroom, and I have starfish and seahorses and crabs. Yeah. Just list the crab and leave it on the wall until sold. That's probably a good idea too. I'll have to take them down to take some pictures because I got to do the front and the back. But yeah, not a bad idea. I probably will do that. I have so much stuff to list and sell, you guys. My death pile, as I call it, are things that I'm looking at one right now that don't bring me joy to list, that I really don't want to deal with. Jewelry. Oh, do I have any jewelry sellers here? What if I did a jewelry auction and I started every piece at $1? Because the shipping would be hardly anything on that. I could do that. Could totally do that. And yeah, I'm going to try to do that. Yeah. Keeping the house says, yeah, keep the crab until you need a boost. This week has been so slow for so many. This week has been a bit slower for me. I can honestly say I have not listed as much this week either. The girl who lists for me, I had her mind on going on vacation and got very, very sloppy this week. So a lot of her work was not usable, and I have to go back now and take some pictures and fix up some things. So, but yeah, it's slowed down. We got a lot of stuff going on in this world right now. Auction. I got a yes for an auction. Yeah, if I can do an auction and get enough people here to make it worthwhile, we'll do it. So I'll let you know when that's going to happen. Because I'm looking over at a table filled with jewelry. Filled. And I don't like it. I don't like listing jewelry. So that's a definite possibility. You want to see a piece? I haven't listed this yet, and I might just include this beautiful, it was a Coro necklace and bracelet matching set in the original box. Look at that. I mean, it's been sitting here. It's been sitting here probably for over a month waiting to be dealt with because I just don't like jewelry. I think a lot of it is my eyes are so bad. I can't see the marks. It frustrates me. I get my new glasses this week. So, yes. Anybody have any questions before we wrap this up? As I say, you can ask me anything. You're always welcome to message me. If you're not in the Niche to Profit Facebook group, come on over and join, because you can post a picture or something and I will actually talk about it right here on the show. So happy to do that. And we answer questions during the week in there as well. But yeah, if you really want a thorough explanation of your item, post it over in the group. Each week I put a thread announcing the week's show with the link. And if you put it in that thread, I will talk about it on the show. And you can get a little publicity for your store as well. And your listing. Yeah, the Coro piece is really pretty. I wish I wore jewelry. I mean, I just don't wear jewelry. I do too much stuff. I have no nails. I don't wear jewelry. I keep life simple. Because I'm just always dealing with something with the animals or gardening or when I say gardening, it's because I have to grow tortoise food for my tortoises, and I no nails. Do you ever order the bulk jewelry boxes? Nope, I don't. I have all the jewelry that I have from just years and years of getting a piece here, piece there, auction lots. Back when I had my store, I had a bunch of jewelry. I can shop it. I know what to pick up. I know what's a good seller, but then I don't like listing it. It's like with clothes. I don't like listing clothes either. Do you welcome non-sellers on your Facebook? Of course, yeah. I mean, if you can get something out of it. I mean, I am the president of a nonprofit that encourages and helps people start an online business. So if you can learn some nuggets and you want to be there, yeah, I won't turn you down. Of course not. Jewelry makes me swoon. It's my kryptonite. You know what? And I understand that feeling because that's what glass is for me. That's how I feel about glass. And a thumbs up from Stella. Doing research before starting. Yeah. And if you ever want to ask over there, like, what's the best way to get started? What are your hesitations? What is it? Because usually when you do an extensive amount of research, there's some, what's the word I'm looking for? There are things, I don't want to say fear, but there are things that have you concerned. And if I or we over in the group can help you overcome some of those concerns, by all means, ask away. We will help do that. I have a hand-painted Navajo hide that has been rolled in the original bag since 1930 to 1940 that was gifted by a friend. Woo! Where would you start? So the first thing I would start is get it out of that. Is it in a plastic bag? I just assumed plastic because you said original bag. So if it is in a plastic bag, get it out of that plastic bag and assess what kind of condition it is in, because real hide can tend to start shedding and deteriorating. Deteriorating. Yeah, there we go. So you have to know that first. And then now there is a fallacy that you can't list Native American items on eBay, and that's not true. If you have the provenance, so you say this is Navajo. So if you know for a fact that it's Navajo, and if you have the provenance to say where it came from, did it come from a reservation? Did that friend give you any information like to verify it? Because then you can go ahead and list it as a Navajo piece. But if you don't have that information, you can still list it on eBay. You just there's a special category to put it in. Don't say Native American. There's some different little rules, but it sounds like you have a very, very nice piece. So post a picture. But yeah, so let's see what she said. Oh, it's in paper. Okay, that's better. I got scared when you said original bag, and I was thinking plastic. Plastic is bad, you guys. Plastic does not breathe. There's lots of things that got put in plastic back in the day that shouldn't be in plastic anymore. I guess in the 30s and 40s they didn't have plastic as we know it. Like they weren't using plastic bags. So yeah, okay. Whew. That's a good one. Oh. Thank you, Shay. I'm actually in the process. I spoke about Jeffrey Clark earlier in this video or in this show, and him and I are working on like a eBay course of all eBay courses that will step by step you through it. So we're hoping to get that out soon. Beth says, love watching. I'm learning so much. Too scared to start, but I'm learning. Yeah, and that is one of the things I love helping people get over that fear. My mom is there over in the chat. Bobby Bushy is actually my mom. And the way I got started helping others was from helping her. She was down in Tucson and I was up here. Let me know if I got that right, Mom. And it turned out she was looking for some vintage yarn that wasn't made anymore. And we were looking on eBay and I realized the prices and we realized she had this whole room full of yarns. But she kept telling me, I could never do that. I am not tech savvy. I'm not computer savvy. I can't. And I taught my mom virtually to sell on eBay and Etsy. And she went gangbusters with it. So from there, it just went like, if I can teach my mom, I can teach anybody. I can teach anybody. No offense, Mom, but you're a little difficult. But yeah, there's a lot of fear in like what we don't know. And the Niche to Profit group, you come on over, ask your questions. And there are no stupid questions. Just because we may have heard them before does not make them stupid for you. So don't be afraid to ask. I have probably one of the kindest, most positive Facebook groups out there that deals with e-commerce. I just want to say that. Jenny says that piece she's talking about is mint. Ooh, it could be good. That could be good. I would love to see a picture, even a picture of it like rolled it. Like give me some more clues as to what it actually looks like, and I'll help you research that. Yeah. Yes, just do it. Just do it. What is the worst that can happen? That's what I want to know. Like what? Like you list an item, then what? What are you afraid? What is the fear? What is it that's stopping you? Because I think what you're going to find, you're going to list something and it's going to sell and you're going to go, why did I wait? Why did I wait? Didn't you say in one of your videos that you pay a fee to list on eBay and to start even with 20 items? So there are fees to list on eBay. You can start without a store or anything and you pay by the listing. I have not looked at those fees in so long. I think it is, I want to say 30 cents. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Or you can get the very, very basic store, which is $5 a month. And I believe they throw in free list. I really should know this stuff off the top of my head, and I don't. But there are some charts and things. So reach out to me over in the group, and I will find that information for you and post a link. But yeah, so the thing is, you have to spend money to make money. So you spend that, even if it was 50 cents, you spend 50 cents to make 20 bucks. You spend 50 cents to make 50 bucks. See what I'm saying there? So you're never going to make that money if you don't spend that little bit of money to get it out there. The fee and not being savvy yet is what keeps me from beginning. Poshmark seems easier to begin with, but as a buyer, I love eBay. And Poshmark's a lot of work. Now, if you're selling good on Poshmark, then you should do well on eBay. I'm on Poshmark as well, and my eBay to Poshmark sales, I probably sell one thing on Poshmark for every 100 things I sell on eBay. It's a significant difference. Significant. But yeah, remember, Poshmark's taken 20% of every one of your sales. So just think of it as on eBay, you're paying a little bit of what you would pay Poshmark. You're just paying it up front instead of at the end. Yep, if I could do it, anyone can. That's right. I helped her go for it, and she quit her hard job in less than a year. Yeah, she was working as a caretaker for others and being taken advantage of by being asked to carry laundry baskets up and down stairs and scrub out refrigerators and bathtubs. And like, she was in so much pain, and I'm like, Mom, you can't do that. So yeah, that was the motivator. That was the motivator. I can do that. Thanks, but you're so welcome. Yeah, go for it. Just go for it. I'm afraid I don't know all the rules and will end up doing something to get banned. It is, what do I have, another delivery? What? Dog. Stop. So the rules are not as scary as they would seem. It's don't list something illegal. There are prohibited items, but I will tell you, in the listing flow, as you're creating your listing, eBay's going to tell you if there's any red flags. They're going to give you a little intermediary screen that says, oops, stop, this might be a no-no. And then you can either go back and edit, or you can not list that item. So getting banned on eBay is really difficult. You have to do something really, really bad. Okay. They will show you a little grace in the beginning. eBay does have some restrictions in the beginning. I think you get 10 listings right off the bat. So they're not going to let you just go and list like 100 items and screw up. They're going to watch and give you warnings. eBay is very, very, what's the word? I want to say conversational with you as a seller to let you know what's going on. So again, I'd say just go for it. Just go for it. And you are welcome to share your new listings over in the Niche to Profit group and have all the seasoned sellers over there look them over and help you with anything that needs to be corrected. Now, make sure if you do this, we don't do self-promotion over there, but if you post a listing with a question and say, I'm new, could you look this over, make sure I didn't make any mistakes, then you're not going to get the admins over there aren't going to take it down. If you just post a link to a listing with no question, that will get bye-bye. How many pets do I have? Oh, can you guys hear that? I guess it is almost 1:30 already. Gardeners blowing stuff around. I just love that. How many pets do I have? Let's see. We have 3 birds, 2 guinea pigs, 3 dogs, and 3 tortoises, and 1 fish, if you count. So yeah, we have a few. It's our menagerie. All very low maintenance pets except for the dogs. Yep. Yeah, eBay is very good about that. And the other thing is there are 2 eBay executives in the Niche to Profit Facebook group. So take that for what it's worth too. Okay. I am being overpowered by a leaf blower, so it is time to say goodbye. And I look forward to seeing you again next week. Be sure if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, you do so. And there's a little bell that you can hit to get the notifications for when I go live. And with that, go be profitable and make it fun. We will see you the next time. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here.